Hello everybody and welcome back to the video. My name is Joshua Winkens and I do tech videos, lifestyle videos, vlogs, and cinematic films. So if any of those sparked your interest, go ahead, hit that subscribe button, give this video a like, turn on post notifications so you never miss another one of my videos, and go ahead and follow me on my social medias, should be somewhere around here, and my Facebook page is at Joshua Winkens Films. So before we go ahead and actually dive into the actual video, kind of explain what this video is about. This video is about how to turn your kind of not so great footage into really cool cinematic footage without really fancy equipment, without super high-end editing systems. So that's what this video is about. So I'm going to go ahead and show you the transformation of something. So I'm going to go ahead and show you a clip. Then after that I'm going to show you the better clip. And then after that I'm going to show you my actual MacBook screen and show you guys how I was able to transform this kind of crappy footage into really cool cinematic footage. So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys the first clip right now. Okay guys, so you can see that first clip wasn't that amazing, so I'm going to kind of show you guys the second clip, and you guys will probably agree with me that it's a lot better, so I'm going to go ahead and show you the second clip right now. Okay guys, so obviously the second clip was a lot better than the first clip. You don't have to be an amazing film expert to realize that. So in this video I'm going to kind of show you guys how I was able to turn that first crappy footage into the second really cool cinematic footage. So I'll go ahead and show you my iMOVIE screen so you guys can see how I do the whole process. Go ahead and show you guys it in 3, 2, 1, go. Okay guys, so now you can actually see my iMOVIE screen, and I'm a little box up in the corner. I'll be looking more at my computer and not more at the camera. So kind of giving you an overview of this video. This video is going to be kind of showing you how to use iMOVIE at more of a higher advanced level. Because I feel like most people don't give iMOVIE enough credit because they're out there using Final Cut Pro, Adobe Premiere, and stuff like that. And all these expensive programs, and really these little cheap free programs off of Mac actually can be a lot more powerful than you think. So that's what this video is kind of trying to explain, showing you guys how I do these process, because you might not think it's that interesting, video editing. There's people who don't like video editing. You might not think it's that interesting, but trust me, this is pretty cool. It can be very time consuming, and promise, it's cool. Trust me, just go ahead and watch it. So as you saw before, you saw the clip of the kind of shaky footage and stuff like that, and then you saw my original footage on my H&M video. You guys be interested in how in the world I do that with just a cheap little video editing setup like iMOVIE. So I'll go ahead and jump right into it. So you guys already saw the original footage. The original footage, and you guys have already seen the kind of the end product of what it is. So I'm gonna go ahead and open up this project. So here it is. This is what the project looks, just blank, putting in your footage. I'll go ahead and jump out, and this, you can see all my videos, and this is what the final product looks like. So you can see, yeah, I put a lot of work into this video, and most people, it blows their mind probably to the average person. How in the world do you put that footage into this? So I'm gonna go ahead and show you. This is I have to admit, this is a pretty cool process. This is why I do this. This is fun for me, honestly. So I'm gonna go ahead and jump into some basic iMOVIE tricks. So I'm sure you guys already know, but you just import footage by clicking this button, and I don't want to show you my files, but you can go ahead and pick whatever file you want, put into here. That's simple enough, right? You're not lost yet? Hopefully not. Because trust me, you're going to be very lost by the end of this video. Hopefully you enjoy it and stuff like that. So I'll go ahead and show you some tricks. Okay, so you have the footage all loaded in. Now here's a big trick that I think that most people don't know, but you can do this. What you do is you click on every single footage, and then you can then go up here, right here in the volume button, and mute footage. If you want music playing in the background, you want to mute all your audio. So I'll go ahead and mute it. That way, all my audio is muted. That way, there's no background noise. As you can hear in the original footage, there was background noises, and if you try to put music into that, it's kind of just confusing and people are just lost. So that's the simplest way of doing it. Okay, guys, so basically, let's see, the next thing would probably be, I usually do, is I would probably put in my titles. Now, here's something most people don't know. iMOVIE uses green screen. I'm sure most people, boom, blows your mind. Whoa, you know how to use green screen? Yeah, I know how to use green screen. Very simple. So I'll go ahead and I'll go up here on my desktop, And you know in my thing it had like Joshua Winkens presents H&M. Right now it doesn't have that. So how do you do that? Don't use iMOVIE generic text. Use this little trick I learned. So go ahead, look. How in the world is that gonna do anything? How's that gonna turn into what it is? Watch this. This is pretty cool. So go ahead. This is just making your footage bigger. And that's probably too big. I'll bring it down a little bit. And actually, before I go into it, again, I don't want the original footage. I'll switch over to it because there'll be a couple of things that'll be more complicated. And if you hold on a clip, you can see where my arrows, hold on the end of it, and with your mouse clicker, you can then drag it and make the clip shorter, because you usually don't want like a 7-second clip, because that can tend to be really annoying. You usually want to switch. I mean, that's just me, but I don't usually like seeing the same frame for 7 seconds. It's just boring. It shows the difference between an advanced filmmaker and a beginner. I won't mean to be mean, but that's kind of what it is. So I'll take my footage, and basically I'll show you guys how I made this. I'll go ahead and switch over to my Chrome, and this is how you do it. I use Canva, very useful. So what you do is you just have any footage. I usually use a lime green, but you turn the background to a lime green. And basically, then you just put any text you want over it, or an image. You can just put a .png image, put it in there, and there you go, you've got it. The only thing you need to do is make sure your background of your thing is lime green, or usually a light green. That's number one. You've got to make sure that works. So, now, here comes the magic. I don't think most people want to do this. So I'm going to go ahead, and since this goes probably about 4 seconds, I'll drag this to maybe 147, this. Like I said before, you just take your mouse, hover it over, and you can stretch the clip, make it longer and shorter. Okay, so there. Let's see the clip over again. So if I put my thing over here, it moves. Now, how in the world does it turn into what it is? So I'll go ahead and show you guys how. You click on this, right up here, make sure you're on this little thing right here. Here you go. You click on here, and you do green/blue screen. You click on that. But make sure that's not the only thing you want to do. Go ahead and see this little button, this blue thing. Click on this. Then you hit over to here and hit fit. What that does is that image or whatever you put in there stays. So it doesn't move or zoom in. Depends on what you like. I like it just being stable. So go ahead, click on this clip. Do the same thing. Hit fit. This button right here. I'll go over to here. Hit cutaway. I'll go to green and blue screen. Now, if I open it up, it now becomes this. Watch. It's still shaky, but that's how you do that little trick. Now, I'll show you a little bit. So, then let's do the next thing. Now, you saw my H&M thing. Now, that doesn't have to use a green or blue screen. Depends on who you are. But I'll go ahead. I searched up an image something blank .png. I'll put it on screen. .png will make there'll be no background, so you can just insert an image without the background. I know I'm going extremely fast for the average person. I'll try to make this video long and slow so you guys can understand. So I'll just import it. Then what I'll do here is do the same thing as I did the other thing. Drag it on top. You want to make sure it's with the same clip and stuff like that. Then you click on this. And with any image you want to put in, you want to hit here, you want to hit fit. You want to make sure the image is stabilized, or else it's just going to move all over the place. Now, here comes the magic. So I'm going to go ahead and click over here, and instead of green/blue screen, I'm going to click this, picture-in-picture. Now watch what this does. Now what picture-in-picture does is, look, there's an image right there. Now, you can make it however big you want. I can't remember how big I made it, and then you move it to wherever you want. Now watch what this footage is. I still haven't fixed stabilization, but I've done this. I put title cards over. Look at that. Almost exactly what the original footage was. And there you go. So there's some of the basics. Now I shouldn't say couple of, but now what's really critical to your video is you want to make sure music is in your video. So, I mean, I'm not sure if you guys know how to download music or not. I'm sure you can find people to figure out how to download music. So I'll go ahead and drag my music into here. It won't be as great as it is, but there you go. There's your music, and then make it as small as you want, and then again, you just want to take your cursor, drag it over, drag it until it hits the end of here, and there you go, you basically got your clip. Now that's all for this footage. Now, to be able to get it as how it actually is, it's more complicated and takes longer time, so I'll go ahead and switch over to the original footage and show you some of my tricks on there. So that's as much as you have to learn there. Now I'll show you my original footage. Basically, because it has a couple of things that if I do off that one, it's just going to take a long time. Hopefully this loads up. I'm getting a little, well, who knows? Let's see, open project. There you go. There you go. So it opens up. So in this clip, you can see that, I guess you can see my hands, but in this clip, you've seen that my music is now in the same thing, so it's all lines up with the video, so it doesn't play off. I've already did my title cards like you guys have seen. Now, here's something that's very crucial. You see this? So I'll go ahead, I don't know sure if you guys know how to do this, but I'll go ahead and bring it over here. Now, what you want to do to make your video end really nice, you see how I make that nice kind of fade? What you do is you hover your mouse until you see this. I'll keep that on screen until you see that little, I don't know what you call it, 2 little arrows. Now you click on your mouse, you hold it, then you drag it out. What this does, however far you want it, what this does is, like I said, fades out the music. So it builds kind of a fade till the end of the music, to the end of the video, and then instead of just having music and then abruptly stopping, you're like, what in the world? What just happened? So that's how you do it. And also, for example, I could do this. I'm not going to do it, but I could bring it so you can fade into it. So those are some tricks, audio tricks that make your video look really nice. And also, I just add a black background in the end. I fade out the music into black. That way it just looks a lot more cinematic. Now, here's something that's extremely crucial, and you need to do this. What you see is, I'll click on a clip. I won't do it there because it usually takes seconds and seconds to load. It can all be awkward. But this little thing right here, you click on it, and what you do is, this will be unchecked. So on your normal video, you have to click this check, so the blue thing, it'll usually load and analyze your footage. Then what you do with this is, here's where my footage is stabilized. So I can stabilize it really well. So now look at it. So this footage, extremely stabilized. Let's see if I bring this down to, I don't know, 20%. You can see it's shaky. Hopefully you guys can see that. That's how you do that. You've got to make, it's this little button right next to the volume, click on that, hit the check mark, and then adjust it however you want so the video is stabilized. That's extremely important. You really want stabilized footage, and that's how I got that footage very stabilized. So kind of just run down, use your green screen with this little button. Use here, switch to blue and green, and you also want to make sure that anything you put in is stabilized. And also here, this is just picture in picture. Make it big however you want, however big you want it, and then make sure you hit fit. And then all the basic things is the audio. You gotta make sure your audio in and fit it to your clip. You also want to make sure you fade it out so your video kind of gets a more kind of cinematic, nicer end to people actually know when it's going to end. And you've got to stabilize your footage. Those are some very basic iMOVIE things. I know this is an extremely long video, and I did that on purpose because I kind of want to do it slow and show you guys the cool things about iMOVIE. You don't need all this expensive equipment. Just a little free application on your MacBook, and you can produce these really high-quality videos. And there's other things if you want to click on the clip. You could also split clip, freeze frame. You guys can mess with all that, but just on audio or any clip, just hit the right button on your mouse, and you have a whole bunch of cool things you can do. Cut, delete, split. Those are some cool things. I'm not going to go into all that, but you guys can go ahead and mess with that. So that's kind of basically the video. At the end, I will kind of show what the product was so you guys can actually see what it became, to how it used to be, and to what it became. Anyways, guys, so I hope you guys do enjoy that video. I know this is a really long video. I'm not sure if you ever stuck to the end, but if you did, if you really want to learn about video editing, this is a great way to watch it. It's a great way to learn. I've learned a lot, and I'd like to teach you guys. Anyways, guys, I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.